Good evening. It's time for comics. Oh, I have the wrong banner up. We were talking for 10 minutes and I have the wrong banner up. It's time for comics and cocktails with Cliff. Tonight it's the Lois Lane. I like to call it the Lois Lane Metropolis. It's based off of the Manhattan, except it's cherry-licious.
I like that. I like the Lois Lane Metropolis a lot, actually. I think that adds something.
It does, doesn't it? And did you like how every layer of the cocktail is about the sophistication of Lois Lane?
I really did. The way it was written was really nice.
You know?
Her passion and the ink of the Daily Planet, that was nice.
Yep, sweet vermouth for complexity, fresh lemon juice for a sharp edge. Oh, I didn't have the bitters. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the bitters.
Oh, well, I had the bitters. I mean, but you
But I had the Prosecco. I have the Prosecco.
And I do not. So,
Yeah,
and I have Prosecco down there. I was just like, I don't know if I'll like that. So I wanted to try it without. And I like this.
Well, let me tell you, I enjoy it even more with the Prosecco.
Okay.
And also, it just it adds like a different crispness to it.
Round two. I'll be doing the float of Prosecco.
Look at my Luxardo cherry like floating at the bottom.
I have a lower rent cherry floating at the bottom. Luxardo is $25 for a jar, and I said no thanks.
I found a jar for $10.99.
I would have bought that. I mean, the lower rent jar that I bought was still like, I think $15, but I was like, 15's better than 25.
What kind of cherry was it?
Michigan black cherry something.
Okay, so it was a little fancy. It was a little fancy.
It's a little fancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go with Dollar Tree black cherry over here.
The liqueur I bought was Luxardo black cherry liqueur, and that was pricey.
Okay, see, that was the one that came up when I searched for it, and there was a place I could have got it, but it's just not close, and I waited too long.
Yeah, so
I'm not disappointed with what I've got going on, though.
Oh, I'm not either, and I have that fanciest battle. So my mother's like, "Oh my God, how much money did you spend? This is ridiculous." And I'm like, "This is the new signature drink of our fucking home because I spent too much goddamn money on this. This is a new signature fucking drink." I was like, people walk through that door and they ask for a goddamn cocktail. They're getting this, you know.
It was I spent close to $100. So
as did I.
I was just like, I hope I like this. I mean, I do like rye, which is kind of the base of the drink. So yeah, but everything else, I was just like, I don't know.
Silver hair, Bronze Age.
Oh,
babe,
hey.
Yes. A Lois Lane cocktail. Cheers. Cheers, baby. Cheers. It's in.
She has wonderful Silver Age books that she posts.
And Ticker Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Oh my, such cursing. Well, you know what? You know what you showed
late night show.
You know,
late night show.
You came in here, and this is what you get.
Warnings have been made. Everyone's aware.
People, you know, and I marked the show like, you know, not made for children under 18. Blah, yada yada, you know.
Good deal.
But
we're being honest.
Yeah, I got my shaker. I did the rye, black cherry liqueur, vermouth, lemon juice, and shook it. You know.
Yep.
I mean, by the way, I got this stupid plastic tumbler shaker thing, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Really?
Yeah. Like I didn't think I was gonna love it, and I was like, because you know, I just bought it in an emergency, and I'm like, oh my, I love it. Richard, good evening.
Richard,
welcome.
I have a. I mean, it was just like a stainless steel, not like a traditional one, but.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, very nice of you.
I love a super chat. Hold on, let's get a nice thank you in here.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, work!
I love it.
Absolutely. You know, I gotta give people what I want. That's right, Brooklyn. Get that man his lunch. What did I miss? Oh my God, David. What haven't you missed? I love David so much.
I do too.
And
Meeting him like at Heroes Con was so much fun.
I just watching him walk around the room with his glass like this, like, first of all, I just loved his maneuver, but also it made me miss my ex-fiance so much because Mateo could do that shit. Mateo is also 6'6" and just walking around the room talking like this, Cliffy, blah 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 blah, with the glass moving and nothing spilling, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave. Dave is like tall, confident, good looking for an accent. I get it.
You know, exactly. So I was like, you know, it's terrible. I feel bad that I'm like, oh my gosh, Dave, and all Dave is doing is just reminding me of my ex-fiance. And I'm like, oh. And my mom's like, we have that wine that he got us that was supposed to age 4 years. It's been 10. Is he ever going to visit? I'm like, he's not going to visit. He has no reason to visit us. You know? I was like, we got to go. We got to fly to Miami, bring the wine with us, and be like, we're opening it. Oh my goodness. So since this is your return, to Cliff on Comics, we can't do an origin story with you. We got to come up with something else.
Okay. You know? What do you want? What do you want?
Since tonight's theme is unofficially Lois Lane, then tell us about how you fell in love with Lois Lane.
So there was a period where I was buying books to like kind of flip, you know, selling on eBay was kind of easy and it was working. And I was at a flea market and I didn't really buy much, older books because I couldn't find them cheap. And I got some Lois Lanes and I read one of them and I thought it was so insane. I hadn't really read much Silver Age DC at that point. So Lois was kind of my first steps into that. Beyond the Flash, like I had read Barry Allen Flash, but the Lois stories were so much sillier. So I just started getting them because they were dirt cheap. Superman and Lois were like so cheap back then, the 12 centers. And that's why. Yeah. I really like it. And I like that, I don't know. She got a lot of ridiculous adventures. You know what I mean? Like she got to go to space and, she would do sci-fi stuff and she married the devil. And there was just a lot of variety in the stories too. So that's why.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I don't know. First of all, the Fattest Girl in Metropolis. How about that one?
That is one of the funniest things I have ever read. It's so inappropriate and you just feel like you shouldn't be laughing, but every panel of it is hysterical. When her landlady tells her, I buy all my clothes at the Fat Girl shop. You should go there. Mm-hmm. That's the actual dialogue. And then Jimmy Olsen, when Lois wants to sit down, he goes, well, here, Lois, here's an extra strong chair.
Yeah. So, but that's my life. That's my life. I'm when I show up at people's homes, I look around. There are times where I actually have brought my chair in the car, right? I have a chair in the car that I know will support me. And people are like, you brought your own chair? One time I was at a party, I was like, I'm sorry, can I ask you to move? Because I literally brought this chair from home. So I had somewhere to sit. People are like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, I'm a fat bitch. I'm a fat bitch, So that whole issue spoke to me so very deeply.
Yeah. And I can get that.
Richard, I don't know if Jimmy Olsen's was the silliest because Lois was really in there.
Well, and the Jimmys, there are some really good ones. I just think there are more Lois stories that I like than Jimmy stories. But there are some great Jimmy Olsen stories.
Oh yeah, just Turtle Boy is so great.
Mm-hmm. Most of the Jimmy, transformations or meeting up with the Legion of Superheroes, stuff like that is good.
Yeah, I like Jimmy. Actually, one of them, Jimmy saves the day because he accidentally gets Colossal Boy's powers and then puts on Colossal Boy's uniform from Superman's fortress. And I was like, why does Superman? And by the way, tell me there's nothing homoerotic about that. Why does Superman have spare costumes of the male Legionnaires just chilling at the fortress?
I mean, I'm sure it's a museum of some kind.
Yeah, but like
yeah.
of your buddies from the future with the stuff you probably shouldn't have.
Hey, Brian.
Like, there's no version of Superman where the Fortress of Solitude isn't inappropriate. There's no version.
Yeah.
Because like every time there's always like, oh, there's technology here that why aren't you letting us use it? Or like, oh, this is wild. Why is this happening? You know?
Yeah. But then you don't have the stories.
Robots are really classist pricks. What's going on there? How about, did you read The Three Wives of Superman?
I don't think so.
So Superman marries Lois, Lana, and Lori Lemaris.
Okay.
And it's an issue of Lois Lane. It's Lois Lane number 70.
I mean, it's possible I have it and haven't read it.
Oh my God, that's a good one to read. Also, did you read where she almost marries the devil?
Oh God, yes. That's one of the. It's a two-parter. It's one of the best.
Right, and like, all right, and it's so good. They're like, let's make it 2 parts.
It's so insane. Like, it's so insane. Where Superman, the whole thing where he thinks he killed Lois or caused her death, and he gives some big impassioned speech, and yeah, it was, that one was great. That one was almost like an EC Comics like kind of twist at the end. Like it felt like something out of Strange Fantasy or something. But it was great because I was like, I've got horns and hooves. I guess I'll go marry Satan. Like she just resigns herself to it kind of quick.
I mean, like, oh my God, I don't even know. Like, the book is very gothic horror, right? Like, that's the appeal of it. Like, gothic horror in a time where it's not. Let's see. Will the DCU stay as weird as Superman? Why not?
Hope so.
I hope so, right? The movie was
I hope so.
in all the right ways.
It was, yeah. I absolutely loved it. I think, okay, so Richard, yeah, even Batman, like I think Guardians of the Galaxy kind of showed that he can blend a tone. You know, he can have it be comedic and dark and heartfelt all at the same time. So I think he can find the balance that'll work. I haven't watched any of the new Peacemaker yet. I think that started last night.
It did.
It's just been such a long week. I want to check that out for sure.
As one should. As one should. Can Gunn keep this theme with all the movies and Batman? Yes and no. Batman has to have its own tone, but still fit in this world.
Yeah. And I mean, they're talking about Matt Reeves still with Batman, the Batman too, like continuing with that. So I don't think they're against having like little, sub elseworlds type things.
Well, they'll
have the larger universe.
He flat out said when he joined Warner Brothers, James Gunn, he's like, we'll have movies that are elseworlds. And honestly, Joker 2 should have been a movie with the elseworlds logo slapped right on it. They should be using the elseworlds logo and slapping it around.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. All right. Did you read anything interesting this week? Because you know what time it would be. You did? All right. It's time for Comic of the Week. I will put you in the seat of honor, sir.
Okay. I am gonna go. I had 2, and I went back and forth, but this is the one I actually read this week. So I'm gonna go with Escape #1 from Image Comics by Rick Remender. And so this is an anthropomorphic war story, and there is a crew of dogs working on a bomber plane, and they're going into enemy territory. It feels very World War II. There's a lot of philosophical talk in the plane about what they're doing in war and whether it's right. And, they drop this giant bomb, and there's I'm not going to give anything away, but the whole thing is like, he's got to get out of enemy territory. So that's where the story sets up. The back has like notes from Rick Remender, and he talks about like why animals, because people have a more visceral reaction to animals than they do humans, and there are some very visceral moments in this. So like for a start, I was really impressed. He is way more hit than miss with me. There have been a few series of his that I picked up that I haven't like, you know, really clicked with, but overall he's just one of like, I think the best writers working right now. And he's low key. Like I don't, you know, I think like Grommets was really big and people loved it, but you know, you don't hear people talk about some of his other books, and he has a ton with that Giant Generator sub imprint that they have. So just a writer I really like. This was a new #1 that really piqued my interest, and it delivered. So 5 out of 5. It was a good read.
I had a few that I really liked this week, but I really wanted to go with this one because I love a good mystery setup. And it's Nightwing 129. Right? So I saw the what do you call it, the FOC, and I was like, I need this book. Because so many people did not realize who this is. And as a Superman family reader, you know who this is, right?
I can't see the emblem. No, I don't. I'm terrible.
It's Nightwing.
Oh, the Kryptonian Nightwing.
It's Van Z. So anyhow, Nightwing is like battling all this crazy nightmarish stuff in Titan's Tower, and Van Z attacks him, and he's like, oh, I'll dismiss you because like you're just part of whatever this is. And he's like, am I real enough? When he hits him and like nothing happens. And so at the end of the issue, you know, Nightwing is like, everything is, all the magic is being undone. Like, you know, Oracle figured a way out of it. And he's like, no, you're this kid who just came into Titan's Tower because you really wanted to be something, and like whatever magic this is, it affected you, and like just let it go. And he's like, no, I won't. He flies off, right? So Nightwing has his like thing, but the last pages are dedicated to Kryptonian Nightwing, and he's like hovering above in space, and he's like, I am this kid. He's like, but I'm also Van Z, you know, like I was the hero of Kandor and all this stuff, right? And it's just fascinating to me. And he's like, and like it ends with like, I'm going to be a hero whether I get Nightwing's approval or not, right? So, but here's the thing, right? So everything that took place in the issue was because of Nightmite. Right?
Wow.
But everything Nightmite, but like everything, once Nightmite was dispelled, everything went away. This guy remained Van Z. So here's my theory. Okay. My theory is this kid got Van Z's powers during Absolute Power.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the magic twisted it, and now this kid is linked to Van Z. Right? And that's why it didn't go away when the whole Fifth Dimension shit ended, you know?
Okay, yeah. It's a good theory, man.
So that's the theory I'm playing with. That's what I want. Richard coming strong with questions tonight. Do you want to see Avengers level group DC movies or individual movies? I want both, of course. Of course.
I was gonna say yes.
Yeah, I want to see a Justice League thing, but like I also want it to be special.
And like, I mean, I think that's the other thing about Superman is it shows that, you know, at this point, it's okay. We can let other heroes in the movie in the background. They don't have to be up front and center for long, but you know, we can still feature things that are, you know, from the greater universe. There were a lot of superheroes in Superman.
Yeah, it's a lived-in world, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. So, and I want to see, yeah, I do want to see both. I want to see good character stories, but yeah, who doesn't want to see? And God, man, I mean, are we gonna get ridiculous? You know, are we gonna get an outsiders kind of, you know, situation? Are we gonna go into, you know, some of the weirder teams? That could be a lot of fun.
I hope so. I really do.
Yeah, I so want to see Firestorm. Like, I want to see Firestorm realized well.
I thought Firestorm looked great on the CW.
Oh, it wasn't bad. No. It wasn't, but I'm just saying in a film, you know, in a big universe.
Right. Yeah, no, of course I want him on film, but the fact that the CW actually got him looking right,
Yeah.
like gives me hope that they can nail it for the film.
Yeah. Especially early CW, they really did try with some of their costumes, and they jumped in. It wasn't my thing for a lot of it. But I'll give it credit where it's due.
Every team up was wonderful.
The crises that they did, or the crises,
like the crises, elseworlds, just every team up was delightful.
Yeah, I went back and watched most of those. I stuck with Flash and I stuck with Supergirl for quite a while. I really did.
I stuck to the bitter end. And I feel bad, but Supergirl was genuinely a task to finish the last season. I mean, like, I was like, there's like 2 episodes in the final season that I thought were great, and that's it. And then the rest of it is like, oh my God, are we going anywhere? Is this going to end? And then there are things that happen in the last 2 episodes that make me go, oh my God, as liberal as I am, this is too much even for me. Like,
I know what you mean.
Shut up and punch the guy already. Like, I can't, Like,
I know.
Don't give him a goddamn lecture. He's not even human anymore. Punch him.
Hit the damn robot.
Jeb. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That guy's infamous.
He is. What's up, beautiful people? You're beautiful, Jeb. You're beautiful. We're just talking about comics and a little bit of the love of Lois Lane. And just her stories are insane. Did you read the fantastic wigs of Lois Lane?
No.
So the wigs give her different personalities, and hijinks ensue.
Sounds about right.
And of course,
I can't think of one I read recently. I'm racking my brain. It's always that thing, right? Like, I'll think of 20 when we're done talking about this. But,
what are we seeing?
What are we doing? What are we doing next?
Are we going to our Bussy Busters?
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
All right, yeah.
Now, I don't know if mine is, you're the guest. You're going first. I don't know if mine is going to like blow us all out of the water or not, but I'm really proud of it. So,
okay. Do you want to go first then?
No, because no matter what you show, unless it is literally the same comic, it will not change how proud I am of my purchase.
Okay, good. It shouldn't. This was a gift from Johnny's Comics.
I'm a little jealous. Oh, I like that.
It's a complete but coverless Lois Lane #1, and the cover is a reproduction, but it's amazing. And I read this one recently, so the witch story in here was like one of my favorite things I've ever read of a Lois story. It was ridiculous, where she thinks she's been turned into a witch, and for reasons, Superman decides he's gonna like make sure that when she tries to use magic powers, he can use his super breath. When she wants to fly in a broom, he's like carrying her for no real good reason. It was just to service a wacky story, and it was a lot of fun. So this was really cool. I mean, this is a real Lois Lane #1. It's
a reproduced cover.
Right. I love it. I mean, I could find a cover out there, and marry them back together somehow.
Yes, you could. It happens. Get past
Phyllis starting comics early.
Friday.
Yeah. This was, hey, Damien. This was huge. This was huge for me.
All right.
Green Label. Richard, Green Label.
That's okay.
It sure is, and I'm proud of it.
You could still force a Blue Label or get an NG. All right. Oh, Christina Payne doing the work, baby. How are you?
Hey.
All right. So, I'm very proud of this. I did not think I was actually going to get one of these this year. But I got myself Adventure Comics 267, the second appearance of the Legion of Superheroes.
Wow, Cliff.
And I got it for $66 shipped on an eBay auction. So the auction was going, and so I looked up the FMV, right? So the FMV for a 3.0 is like 120. So I put in 120 as my max, and I'm like, let it ride, because if it goes under 120, over 120, then I know that I didn't like pay the worst. Someone tried to snipe me at the end, raising it to $54, and then after the shipping, I paid $66. So I got it under market value. I feel great. It's their second appearance. I now have their second, third, fifth, sixth appearances. You know, I feel real good about it. Turns out
that is awesome.
Turns out their fourth appearance is Pete Ross's first appearance, so I gotta lock that down. But yeah, I'm just like, I just was not. This didn't genuinely feel like it was in the cards for me. Like the only thing that could have possibly topped this year would have been the Legion first appearance or Supergirl's first appearance, which sure. Supergirl's first appearance was taken from me. It was very upsetting, but it happened.
That's great, Cliff.
So if that's not
congrats on that pickup. That's awesome. I mean, that is awesome.
And the right price. True. If that isn't true Pussy Buster material, I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so stoked for you. I love it.
Yeah, it's so funny. And you're like, are you sure you want to go first? It's like, no. Because like,
okay.
Just in case, because like I knew mine was special. Although Lois Lane #1 is very special. Very special.
It's the book I wanted to get this year. Like that's the one that was on my list. And yeah, for him to gift me a coverless copy was just awesome.
So good, but also to throw in a reproduction cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's go.
It's like extremely generous.
It is very generous. Very generous.
Kate's here. I didn't see Kate sneak in.
Kate! Oh no, wait, which Kate is this?
That is Kate of Kate's Comics.
Oh yay! Okay.
Of Instagram and now on YouTube.
Everybody
sub.
We briefly got to meet at Terrificon. I saw her walking. We missed each other at the 3 Minute Basement Comic Shop. I don't know. I was only like an hour late, but that was enough time to miss Kate. And they're like, oh, she was looking for you. I'm like, are you serious? So I'm standing. I'm at some comic booth. It's Terrificon. I see her hat, and I'm like, I will not allow this. I will not allow this to happen again. I'm like, yeah! And she's just like, okay. And then she came over. I'm like, we need to get a picture. You know? I mean, it was so good. I was so happy. I was like zero chill. I was like, yeah. And I was like that a lot of Terrificon, where I was just like, I'm like, my God.
You had your pictures that you posted on Instagram just made me smile. Just everybody that you got to meet, all the fun you got to have.
I was trying to get revenge for Heroes Con and for last year. So last year I felt like by the way, I got to spend lots of time with Justin of No Good Comics this time.
Oh, cool.
It is like a family gathering. So last year he was there. I never even saw him. Didn't know about his dad. All of that I found out after. I saw a bunch of the West Coasters. I saw them only for a moment. Didn't get to hang with any of them. And it was like, my mom had surgery Friday. I wasn't there Friday. I was discombobulated the whole weekend and furious I wasn't hanging out with anybody. I did hang out with the Canadians. And that was fun. But this year, I actually got to spend more time with people again on Saturday, because Friday night I was so exhausted. I came home, did someone's live stream, and then I was just out. You know, I'm like, I brought a bunch of comics, so like, whatever. Is it like Thanksgiving? No, it's better than that, because there's comic books, and there's
I feel like
no one there making fun of you for loving your comics like there is at Thanksgiving.
The way you describe like all the different clans, it sounds like that movie, The Warriors or whatever. Everyone's got their region. There's the West Coasters, and then there's you hung with the Canadians.
Like, listen, y'all can play games all you want, but the thing is, the clique still exists, and it was happening to me. It was happening to me in Heroes Con, and I was like trying to keep it together, and I was like, well, if I want to spend quality time with these folks, like I gotta like hunt them down and follow them, you know? And like I couldn't even do that because there was just so much going on that it would just be like, hi Nate, I'm seeing you in Hagen again. Yay! I like there's cheap slabs behind me. Good luck.
It was overwhelming. I was my wife, like she looked at me at one point and she said, I don't like you when you're like this. And it's when I can't focus and pay attention. I was so overstimulated, like I couldn't, I literally could not form sentences or pay attention to what people were saying. And it like I didn't realize it, but like Thursday and Friday, I was completely discombobulated at that place.
And then you got what? Saturday, you finally settled in.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit better. Because I got my reality check. Like you
need to wake up.
Right. Yeah, it's exactly it. Like you're not 8 years old at camp. Okay. You're 48 years old and this is like camp. so figure it out.
I was up watching Comic Tom's new video last night and Joe when they report on books in my collection. It's fun when books are in your collection, right? Speaking of which, we're gonna play one of my favorite games, obviously, but we're gonna play with the top 10 this week. Am I doing this correct? Yes. Hold on. Let's get there. All right. It's time for Rate It or Hate It. First up on the Rate It or Hate It list, it's Batman Dark Patterns #2. Now, my favorite rumor is that this spiked because of money laundering. I love that, and I don't put it past anyone that could be a thing. But according to Cover Price, issue 2 was under order. Fans rushed to the aftermarket. A portion of them were damaged and missing because of Diamond. And so we have this 7-day growth of a 764% increase with a raw selling for $57.
Jeez.
So do we rate it or hate it?
I actually like the cover. Like,
yeah.
I hate the situation, but I like the cover. Is that a choice?
Yeah, that's also, that's not the answer.
I mean, it's a like, because I like body horror, and this is a gross cover. It's pretty gruesome.
It's a gross issue.
It's the second issue, isn't it?
It is the second issue, yes.
Yeah.
We're all kids in our 40s here tonight.
I rate it. I like it.
What are we giving it?
I'm going to give it a 7. Is it out of 10?
No, out of 5.
Out of 5? Out of 5, I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Super generous. I'm going 2.5.
Okay.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I think the book is legit, but I don't think the spec around the book is legit,
I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to let that distract me from whether or not I like the cover.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, actually, but I've read the issue, so it's not a bad story. So I'm giving it points for story. All right, okay. Next up, Daughterman was on fire in 2022. The generational costume covers that I think are still happening.
Oh.
So who's next because
I do.
She's back in the spotlight.
God,
it's magic.
Okay. Is this a wraparound?
No, this is just the front.
Okay,
cover.
It's just the front. Yeah. For me, this is a 5. Rate it.
Yeah.
I love the character of Magic.
Yeah, this is I'm giving it a 4. I can't go all the way in, but I'm giving it Dotterman points. I'm giving it generational love.
Yeah.
I think that like 45 copies suddenly selling, at an all-time high for what's supposed to be a 1 in 25. I mean, it raises an eyebrow.
I know. I like 1 in 25s at my shop are usually $20, and that's steep for me. Like, I don't buy variants like that, but like I said, I really like the character of Magic, and so it's like, that would be a cool little poster to have. But when I get there, they had $59.99 on it, and I get it. It's what it's going for. They got to get their money. They're a comic shop.
Actually, right. And I was like, 60 sounds really good compared to people paying 100 for it.
That's for sure. But I was probably a buyer at 20, depending on how many books I had that, but
double ratio that's built to swallow.
Yeah, not at 60. No way. I couldn't do it.
All right. Next up is actually one of my favorites. It's back on the list because of the debut of season 2 of Peacemaker. It's the new Teen Titans Annual #2 featuring the first appearance of Vigilante.
I have this one. I rate this one. I give it a 4.5. I've always liked this cover. It just there's an 80s vibe about this, like late night detective network TV show. There's something about this, that skyline in the background, the faces, I don't know. The composition of it, I love. So it's not a it's not a 5, but it's a 4 or 5 for me.
Yeah, it's a 4.5 for me too. It's near perfect, and I don't know if I woke up on a different side of the bed, maybe it would even be the 5. I love it. It's the first appearance of Vigilante. We've got George Perez art. The cover works for why you said it works, but it also works because the George Perez art just does it for me.
Oh, me too.
And Donna and Dick look like so serious, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, where they're pale, the color is really good too. Like, that's the other thing. The color puts your focus where it's supposed to be. It's a well done piece of art. Perez's art and the coloring are really working together here for me.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, from beautiful we go on to something very different next on the list. Woo! Disney Plus has announced a back-to-school streaming promotion that is up and running. It's a 24/7 dedicated channel to watch all the school-related episodes of The Simpsons. And here we are with Simpsons Comics #1.
I have a couple copies of this. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I rate this. This is a 5. I love this series. I love this homage to the Fantastic Four. The comic book knew it was a comic book. It wasn't a TV show. And I love that about this. So it's the same characters, the same humor, but it's done in a different medium, and they know it, and they, for the most part, they do it pretty well. So yeah, I love this book. Like I said, I got 2 copies.
I've never picked up a Simpsons comic in my life. So I'm going with a 3, where in my mind a 3 is there's clearly an established market. This is absolutely for someone. That someone isn't me, but there's a lot of someone there's a big out of 2. There's someone's out there. Out of 3, there's a lot of someone's out there who want this. I'm not one of them, but I see you, and I acknowledge you. I salute you.
There's a lot of Simpsons books are expensive. When you find them and they're in good shape, they want $10 an issue, and they get it at shows.
And $26 an issue, like this one.
Yeah,
Raw.
Yeah. I think the last one I bought was 25, and I felt pretty good about it because it was in really good shape. And there's a poster in there that people tore out too. So having it be complete, because I have one no poster. I got one with no poster. That's my reader.
Yeah, excellent. there's a first appearance of parasites that keeps tempting me, you know.
Cliff, I almost hey, JSS, that's nice of you.
So good. Thank you again, sir. Here, this one's special for you. Nate's like, I remember why I avoid coming here.
I don't avoid it. I love it here.
I'm being funny.
I love it here.
Simpsons aren't common in the wild. They're not. They are not. And there are some weird variants out there. But anyhow, the next one on our list needs no introduction. And I don't even have to explain to you. I barely have to explain to you why it's there. It's the Amazing Spider-Man Brand New Day, because of course the new movie is named Brand New Day.
Brand New Day.
And here we are with rumors of the Savage Hulk and the Punisher appearing in the Brand New Day movie. Here we are. Was that Trav? Yeah, 20 years younger, possibly. Bartman Super 7 action figure for $80 this month. Yeah, there is a Bartman figure. I saw that.
The Super 7s look good. They had some I wish I would have got.
They do. They do.
I don't know on this one. I don't know. Who drew the cover? Is this Dodson or is this McNiven?
Oh my God, I really don't remember. I want to say it's McNiven.
I do too. And I don't dislike it. I rate it a 3. I mean, I don't think it should be an expensive book just because the movie has named it. I don't think that's going to mean anything.
I mean, I will give it as like serving classic story now that enough time has passed. You know?
This I worked at a comic book store when this was happening. Like this was, big.
Yep. I complained a lot about it. On some days I still do.
Now wait a minute. Did Brand New Day lead into One New Day, or Brand New Day came out of? Okay, yeah. So in retrospect, it's not the most, it's not a terrible story or whatever, but it's like it still hasn't been fixed at this point.
Yeah,
it just
drives me nuts. With its own stigma, Kevin, what is up? I'm just sitting here singing One Fine Day. That's great. But whose version of One Fine Day?
So I give it, it's a 3. It's great. It's, it's Spider-Man by McNiven. I like McNiven's Spider-Man a lot.
Yeah, I'm also going with a 3. I can't get over what it means historically, but also, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. I'm so tepid on it. I'm so tepid.
No, okay, here it is. It's fine, right? But it's completely unnecessary. Like what they did with ruining the marriage of Peter and Mary Jane in whatever year this was. When was this? 2000? I don't know.
9? 10?
Right, but here we are in 2025, and they still refuse to let Spider-Man grow up unless it's in the Ultimate Universe, and it's just stupid.
Yeah,
Superman.
2008.
I mean, Superman gets to have a lady friend and be married and have kids.
Well, that's because
and grow as a character.
DC has totally, but don't forget, DC pulled that New 52 crap.
Oh, I know.
Don't forget that happened.
But that's another thing, though. There's some of those New 52 books I actually like, for the stories. But yeah, the retro continuity and just how unnecessary it is most of the time. And I'm sorry, when New 52 and everyone went to the same tailor because everybody had the neck shields.
Right.
That drove me nuts. I hated it.
And
what was that?
Everyone's parents were dead except Cyborg's dad, right? It was the Justice League of Orphans. What the hell? Everyone was dead.
Yeah.
The Kents, dead. The Kryptonians, dead. Hippolyta, dead. Zeus, dead. Might as well be dead. Aquaman's parents, dead. You know, Billy Batson, orphan. Like, it was just like everybody dead. Like, it's like, oh, your weapon, Hal Jordan, parents dead. The Flash, parents dead. Your mama, she died 10 times leading to the New 52. There you go. Thanks, Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
I like how Kate said Lois has always been that girl. She really has. She really has. New 52 never had a chance with me, especially left Gotham City Sirens on a cliffhanger. Yep, I'm with you on that. Jim Lee clothing design, not a great moment in Jim Lee history.
No.
The only thing worse in Jim Lee history is Hush 2. Because
I dropped it. I dropped it, and people looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what?
No, that is
you don't like the Hush 2?
They're crazy because that is some bottom of the barrel. You know, that's some bottom of the barrel Batman storytelling right there.
Yeah, I just don't. I didn't care for it. I will grab a trade from the library for free and I'll read it. And what I'm going to say is, well, I didn't care for that, you know, but at least it will be free.
Listen, this was an awful cash grab and it remains. But speaking of cash grabs, let's move on to our next. Our next is a giant size X-Men #2 Ivan Talavera Virgin 1 in 50 variant, and it's a magic.
Cute. I mean, so what's that cost? Like, what's that coming in at?
$55 to $76.
5, Cliff. It's a solid 5. It's a 5 on fire for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy it, but that's a 5.
It's a pun intended. It's a cold day in hell when I say, let me do a 5 for something that's just a cover. But I will go with a 3. I will go with a 3 because it is pretty, and I get it. Am I going to go out of my way? When I drop $76 on this, when I'm still trying to find Superboy 86? No, you know,
nope.
If someone said, "Oh look, I have a slab of this for $50," okay, you know.
But you didn't say, am I going to go buy it? I'm not going to go buy it. But, like, what do I think of it? It's a 5 for me. She's just, like I said. This damn top 10 list, after we were done here, you know, I'm going to have to go play some Marvel Rivals. And guess who I'm going to go play?
Magic.
It'll be Magic.
I'm going to play Marvel Snap. Look at that. Run fillers with that money. That's right, girl. With $75 at Terrificon, I filled a short box. And then I filled another one for another $75.
Yeah.
And then I filled another one for another $75.
See, Cliff, we get each other. I mean, I would do the same thing. I love this cover, but I'm not going to drop bank on it. But I will drop bank to get myself 2 short boxes full of jank.
And did I drop a little bit of, also I dropped about $80 and I got 3 first appearance slabs.
Nice.
So like I do shit that like I'm irresponsible. Like I recently won Silver Sable's first appearance in a 9.2 or 4.
Wow.
And I also won an early issue of Submariner. You know, the Marvel Submariner, right? Not Timely Submariner. So, but I spent like $118, but both books together, totally worth it, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's not a bad deal.
And that's the thing. I'll see this, right? Like a 1 in 100, and I'm like, yeah, but for 125, I can get this other thing like signed, or I can make 3 or 4 submissions to CGC. Yeah,
but it's just whatever floats your boat, you know. I mean, Comic book kid, if he's into those James Campbell covers and there's one that was worth it to him, awesome, because somebody's got to buy them. Like, that's the thing about the, you know, we don't all need to go buy this cover, but I can appreciate it, and I'm glad somebody out there is buying it because it helps me be able to get the stuff I want.
It is true. Now, the next book is by the cover. It's another cover by. It's another 1 in 25. It's a 1 in 25. This one was a 1 in 50. It's Sveta Shubina doing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you know it. from Pinopocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're going to be a 4 or 5 on this one.
I'm going to be a 4. I really like her work, and this is not the most her work I've seen. This feels a little quicker.
Yeah.
But I do like it. Like, I just really like her style. There's something classic about it. I don't know. It like this honestly reminds me a little bit of like Mad Magazine. There's just something about this that has like I said, almost a vintage illustration look from old magazines and stuff. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. What do you think of this one?
Again, Pinopocalypse on its own is doing well. I'm giving it a 3. I like her artwork. I don't think this is the best of the best. It's something. Again, there's a wide audience out there for this. I'm not particularly it. Look, there's only one of these at the comic book store. There you go, man. There you go. Oh my goodness. And the hits keep on coming. Because the next one is a James Scott Campbell version. Variant. It's for the Amazing Spider-Man. It's the Amazing Mary Jane. It's the Amazing Spider-Man number 9, J. Scott Campbell, 1 in 100. Just Spectacular Collection. I didn't know that they were calling it the Just Spectacular Collection this month of J. Scott Campbell covers. I think that's hilarious.
That is funny. I actually kind of really like this one. 4.
I mean, what's not to like?
Yeah. It's a 4.
Yeah. I'm not a boot person. And also, I'm not on board with the new Spider-Man series because I am protesting Amazing Spider-Man because Tom Brevoort, the editor-in-chief, was like, nah, he doesn't need Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyhow, but I will still give it a 4. It is lovely. It's collectible. She looks great. It's what you want from a J. Scott Campbell Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm. It is. Without a doubt, like,
and she's wearing Christina Payne's favorite shirt for Mary Jane to wear on any cover. My goodness! All right, moving to the number 9 spot on the list. We're going into a more familiar territory with Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
I do not like these Ultimate covers. I don't like all the real estate that the Ultimate logo takes up. I get that it unifies the line, but there's just, I don't know. It's fine. This is fine, but it just like, it doesn't feel, I don't like that stripe down there that they all have. So I'll go right down the middle, 2.5.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this whole line. I'm going 4 all the way.
Okay.
It's just shy of a 5 for me, but like I love the series. I like the covers. I get what you're saying about the line. It's not bothering me. I'm totally into it. You know, I love it. I love Spidey. I love Richard. I love the whole family. I love everything they're doing. I bought the Valentine's Day variant. Very cool. Very cool. He's agreeing. Big Nasty agrees with you.
Here's the other thing, Cliff. I haven't read a single issue of this, and I know I need to.
And one day when you get the trade, we'll talk about it.
Yep, and I'm sure that will, color my thought on what it looks like. And there's a lot of quality people like you out there who just love this book, and that tells me it's definitely worth reading. Just hasn't found its way to me yet. Yeah,
and who knows? You may end up feeling about it the way others have felt about it, which is like, why would a grown-ass family man make this choice? And I'm like, look, valid, but it's also a comic book, and I'm here to enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Our number 1 spot needs no introduction. It's the origin of the symbiote suit with Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars.
This is solid 5 for me. It's so iconic.
Right, this is all the things, right? Known
all
book,
the things,
known origin, known cover. Everything is known. It's a solid piece of comic book history. and that makes it a 5.
Yeah, I love, like, the trade dress is ridiculous. It's 3 lines. It's like 20 words long to have it all, right? Number 8 in a 12-issue limited series, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. You know, it's just so of its time. And it's a Saturday morning cartoon. This is cereal on a Saturday morning, and I love it. So, solid 5.
I mean, it was meant to sell toys. It was meant to sell toys.
Worked. You see how many damn toys I have.
Truth. And how many of them are Secret Wars toys?
I don't have any Secret Wars. I mean, I did when I was a kid. I don't have any now.
You don't even have any of the newer ones that like are tributes to Secret Wars? And
not really, no.
One of them is Monica Rambeau versus freaking Dr. Doom.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, you need to hunt that down.
I do, because she's one of my favorites. I mostly get DC toys.
I'll never blame you for that.
I had to buy almost the entire Superman movie line. I had to.
Yeah, I see. It didn't speak to me at that level.
But miniature David Cornsweat. He says, "Come on, Cliff. I'm posable."
Listen, he's not as posable as I would like him to be.
Yeah, it's a McFarlane figure. What do you get? You know, you get what you get.
It's true.
There, my ad. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, holy crap. That is badass. Why do you do this to me?
So that you know it's out there, and you're like, well, maybe if I have the $30, I'll do it.
Well, but here's the thing, Cliff. On Sunday, I'm going to a toy show. It's toys and comics, but it's a toy focused show. So now I got something to keep my eye out for.
You know, now you'll be looking for this Avengers 60th anniversary Marvel Legends Captain Marvel versus Dr. Doom 6-inch action figure set.
I 100% will.
That features Dr. Doom in his Secret War outfit. You know.
Such a memorable outfit.
And he can even hold the little mask in his hand if you want him to.
I want him to. That's awesome. I mean, so many times they give you alternate hands and I don't really give a damn, but like an alternate head like that, that's awesome.
It's lovely. It really is lovely. Yep. Hey. This toy set, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I will rate that a 5 out of 5, without a doubt. That's wonderful.
All right. Well, sir, thank you for playing Rated or Hated.
I like your games.
I do too. I have a good time. So, you know what? I didn't want to do additional show and tell unless you're in the mood for it.
I'm always for additional show and tell.
All right, so these are the slabs that I paid $25 a piece for recently. So first up, in a 9.2, Fantastic Four 244.
Oh, very cool.
And it's got the Fantastic Four label, so I'm like, all right. Fine.
So what is this a key?
Yes, this is where Frankie Ray becomes Nova.
Okay.
So, and of course, people were going nuts for this when they're like, "Oh, there's a female Silver Surfer movie," blah blah blah. You know. All right. Next up, I love this one. It's the first appearance of the Shroud in a 9.0.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
And I'm the only person who cares about the Shroud. I do.
Doesn't that feel good, though? Like that you have a secret character and other people don't get it?
Well, the Shroud was turned out to be the new Moon Knight at the beginning of the year or something, or at the end of last year, and this book spiked for a hot minute, which upset me. But I got a few like raw copies of it. But to get this in a 9.0 for $25 off that auction, so good.
Right.
So good. And then, last but not least, I really like this one. It's only an 8.0, but there's another one that got a bump because of the Captain America movie, and then of course went back to being almost nothing. But it's Marvel 2-in-1 number 64. First Sidewinder.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
I feel like three $25 slabs. That was money well spent.
I mean, any slab for $25 is practically worth it if it's a book or a cover you like, because I mean, you can't get it done yourself for that price.
No, exactly.
So...
You know, like someone else's loss is your gain. You know,
exactly.
It's so good. So there's no denying.
There's a lot of over slabbing, so taking advantage of it is,
you know, because
the smart move.
Yeah, they got it when it was hot. They slabbed it. Then it didn't go anywhere, and they're like, "Fine, I'll put it up for auction." You know, but
no one wanted it. That's glorious. Second freaking Legion, man. Glorious. I love that for you.
You know, so like this has been a big year for me and my Legion books. And ooh, what's over here?
You find a treasure?
I did hear my Man of Steel number 3.
Very nice.
So of course, this is special to me because this is the series in my childhood that turned me into a collector. So I just need the other 5 issues and possibly all in a 9.6 that they match because I'm crazy. I don't mind that a bunch of my other stuff doesn't match, but the fact that this is only a 6-issue miniseries bothers me if I don't have the match.
Yeah.
And then it came with friends. Oh, I'm proud of this one. No one has any idea what this is.
Nope.
This is World's Finest Comics number 251. Do you know whose first appearances this is? It's a small...
No idea.
Count Vertigo.
I don't even know who that is. I'm getting kicked off the show, everybody. It's been fun. He's going to bring him up, and then I'll be like, oh, I know who that is. Are you in shock or pain or yawning?
It was shock.
Okay.
I'm recovering. Does he look familiar now?
Yeah, he looks familiar.
I mean, maybe you recognize him from his many appearances on Young Justice?
Oh, no. I never watched Young Justice.
Okay.
No.
All right, now I'm throwing you off the show. And let
you can't watch it all, Cliff.
Listen. Seasons 1 and 2 of Young Justice are required viewing. I don't care if you don't watch the rest, but those 2 are required viewing. All right, back to
You're on
my
the list.
Back to my whole thing here. And then this again, first appearance, cheap because it was an 8.0. The first appearance of Centurion. And I was like,
First Centurion's just great.
Yeah, for $20. I mean, like, why not, right?
Why not?
Bob Layton did the cover. I love that for me. Beautiful.
I love it.
You know. Oh, the other neat thing about this is there's a fan letter in the letters page from Fabian Nicieza.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yes.
I love when you see stuff like that.
Yeah, I knew there was a secondary reason. I was like, okay, I'm getting it. And there's a Superman issue that I'm looking for that I love that I own a copy of, and Todd McFarlane's like letter is in there too.
Oh, cool.
I would like a slab version. But
then you can't see the letter.
Well, no, just so I know that I have both. You know, I have my little beater copy at home, and I have my Good Boy copy. I don't know, however I'm trying to phrase this. in my mind, in my world. I have so many things here. Like, there are other things for me to open. I need to order Treasury Edition size stuff because I won this off of Instagram.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have. I don't know. Somebody said order Life magazine bags. Oh, come on.
But wait, it came with other friends.
Hell yeah.
And last but certainly not least,
very cool.
And I actually own this one from my childhood. So I have another copy floating around somewhere. I love the stuff in here, like all about like Superboy's like home and stuff. So neat.
All right.
Time to make Nate big. Now that
I got some weird stuff.
This is not for your 5, right?
No.
Okay,
this is
good.
just a big stack of stuff that I just grabbed because your Treasury Editions inspired it.
Oh,
So this
I
is a
love
Superman record. I've listened to this online. This is insane. Weatherspoon's Catalyst. It's one of the craziest Superman radio plays I've ever heard. This is a Star Trek booking record.
I love those.
I do too. I love how bright the colors are inside. So I got this at a shop for like $2.
Comic Book Kid 101 is having a sale. Everything must go.
Sorry. Grab these here. So this is my childhood Treasury edition. It's falling to pieces. So this one, I mean, I've had forever. This one I picked up recently. So this has a reprint of the race in it. This has a really cool... Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this on the back. So yeah, so it has a 3D scene that you can like cut out and then, set it up so it's like 3D. I mean, of course I'm not going to, but somebody gave me the idea I should go like have this color copied and then on cardstock, and then I can do
your
it.
own diorama, yeah.
And then I love this, and oh my god, you will love this, Cliff. So Superman invites you to go to the Fortress of Solitude. And then the next 2 pages are one of the things I love more than anything. These, diagram cutaways with labels for all the things.
Yep. And that's in one of these.
I bet it is, yeah. So this, super cool. This one is one I had to re-buy. It was a childhood book, and I don't know what happened to it. So Batman Strangest Cases was one of the treasuries that I had that I absolutely loved as a kid. This has some really good stories in it.
That's a beautiful cover too.
It's great. It's great. Neil Adams cover, I believe. But yeah, this one, like I wanted more than the Superman. Like when I couldn't find it, I was really disappointed because it had some stories in it I loved. And then because I love to get Christmas covers, I picked this one up not too long ago too.
Oh, Batman Strangest Cases is coming out. No, it was recently released in Treasury. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. They did a re-release or something. So, yeah. I mean, gosh, this one here, this Christmas one has a House of Mystery story in it. It's so good. I love these oversized books, and this is Bernie Wrightson art in this House of Mystery. So
yeah, I'm so good. By the way.
That's my treasuries.
That Batman Strangest Cases features a version of Batwing.
Yeah, something weird.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm glad somebody was like, you know what? Let's actually make Batwing its own character.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, there's a really cool one of my favorite stories in there is like kids telling campfire stories about what they think Batman is. Like they're all from the city, they're at this camp, and they're telling the one I'm talking about.
I think that's where the Batwing comes from.
Yeah, I think it is. And so you get like all these different kids' versions of Batman, and then at the end, Bruce Wayne dresses, he has his costume and he changes and jumps out and says, "This is what Batman looks like." And they're like, "Mr. Wayne, you're ridiculous." Yeah. It's a really goofy ending, but it was a really fun story.
No, it's good. Do you remember there's an episode of Batman the Animated Series called Legends of the Dark Knight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kids are all telling the story about Batman, and then they're actually like with Firefly, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then Batman actually shows up to save the day, and they're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, like I feel like that episode was inspired by that issue, that story.
Yeah. Oh no, it was definitely inspired by that, as well as being inspired by Legends of the Dark Knight in its own weird way. But yeah, so there's so many good, I don't even how can you there's such good muddled things out there where it was like really weird and whimsical and over the top, but also like a powerful story at the same time, where you're like, how did this goofy ass shit turn out to be a book that made me feel things?
It would have to be one of those just those right moments, like the right writer for the character, for what the story that they wanted to tell, and the way that they used the universe that they were playing in, and there were like so many really good magical moments like that, like you just said, and I want more. Did you read? It was my backup.
You have backup.
There it is. The Kryptonite Spectrum.
Absolutely did. God.
Holy shit, this is so good.
And it still managed to make me feel bad. Where Superman finally can see everything sequentially and get it together. And then he has that last moment of his date being absolute trash. And I'm like, oh.
Yes. I thought it was so, the story itself, like with the disjointed time, all the little callbacks and lines, I just thought it was so well crafted, and I really enjoyed it in a way that I haven't. I didn't think that they would tell a Superman story. I was like, hell yeah. Black Label, Elseworlds, call it whatever you will, but give me more of that. Give me a lot more of that.
I like how it starts with Batman being like, "You're crazy. Why would you do this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I love how it ends with like, "All right, so here's this cobalt blue kryptonite. What does it do?" It's like, "Oh, you're a giant." It's like there's like no chill factor. It's like it makes you great.
It was just the end was like bum bum bum. Come back next month. See what happens with giant Superman.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how long will will he remain giant? Will that only be like a mini story? Because some of the kryptonites are so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Like black kryptonite making him evil. Red kryptonite, well, depending on who chooses to write, red kryptonite is supposed to be unpredictable, yet usually when it's used in continuity, it's been like, "Oh no, my skin is turning to glass."
Yeah, well, in the Silver Age, it was always like a really weird one of thing is going to happen, like he turns into
it was always based off of his emotional factor, you know.
Yeah.
Like in that Lois Lane #1, doesn't she end up thinking she's a witch because of an effect red kryptonite had on Superman?
It was something else that a scientist was working on that had an effect on her.
Right, but I feel like kryptonite was still involved in that story.
It may have been like he may have been doing experiments with kryptonite or something. I don't remember. I read it the other day, but it's been a long week. It's been
a very long time since I've read it. About a long week, dude. You
have a better memory than me.
No, but I want to tell you, it was a very long week. Very long week.
Yeah.
I would make red kryptonite have him go rabid. That probably is. There's a few kryptonites that would already do it.
There's one story where the red kryptonite makes him act like a rich man and then act like a homeless person, like a hobo. I have that one. That one's real weird. At the end, he's just like, "Yes, I was under the effects of red kryptonite." Yep.
And sometimes he doesn't. You know what would make me sad? When sometimes he didn't even know it had anything to do with red kryptonite. And I'm like, for God's sakes, shield yourself, you idiot! One time Superboy became the Super Butterfly, and it was just over.
Yes.
It was like, oh gee, I wonder what happened. I'm like, bitch, red kryptonite. Do some goddamn Kryptonian homework.
He was a damn butterfly. Lana Legg was like, what the hell?
She's like, that's supposed to be my gig as the insect queen. What are you doing?
Right.
I just love that stuff. Or the what do you call it? The fingers where it was
the magic rays.
Yeah, magic rays. Yeah.
Everyone in town is like, Superman has a fantastic new power. Have you heard? And they go over, he's just like rainbow fingers.
Yeah. Rainbow fingers. Oh my god. Well, we get a lot of weird fun stuff. The color of kryptonite corresponds with the lantern colors. That would be interesting. Justin Birch, welcome, Justin. Thank you for stopping by. Letter from the letter of the stars. Letter of the something is killing the children.
Yes. And buried long ago, which has been a fantastic read. A horror story set in Indiana, which is where I live.
Awesome.
So I hope I don't get murdered by that lady.
I think it's safe to say neither of us had a great week, but we're here and we're having a good time. And this is my second glass of this, despite my mother's anger and warnings. So I
made a double. I made a double because I was like, I'm going to be up there for an hour. It's been over an hour.
It's been over an hour. Yeah. Now you got to be ready.
I knew what I was doing.
I mean, I don't know if you look back on other episodes for other recipes, but some of them have been absolute killers. Absolute killers.
You know what? I'm going to continue to make this until the ingredients are gone. That's what
I'm going to do. I spend good money on those ingredients. That's it.
Exactly.
Where's sticking?
It's not cheap.
Ooh. All right, sir. Since we are past the hour point, I do believe your final homework assignment is the 5 minutes with the theme of your choice. Oh no. Oh yeah.
All right. So my theme is dumb. On purpose. I'm glad I did it. So mine is stupid cover gimmicks. That's my theme. So the first one is for a book I love. Like you said, you love The Shroud. I legitimately love the character of Nomad, and I know he's stupid, and I don't care. So on the #1 issue, it has a fold-out cover that it just keeps going, man. It just keeps going. It is the craziest. I can't fit it in the frame. So there's a wanted poster for Jack Monroe. And look at it. It just goes, there's a whole map here.
A map of the United States.
That's right. This is where all the action takes place. You see the Punishers there, and who else? Taskmaster,
Lady Viper.
And then Captain America, and that's him and Bucky up in Michigan.
Nice.
So this book tried to be like Lone Wolf and Cub. It's Jack Monroe, Nomad, former Bucky, steals a baby and travels America and rights wrongs, much like Lorenzo Lamas's Renegade. If you know that old terrible syndicated show, right?
But why did he steal the baby?
So in the miniseries that preceded this, which I will argue, the 4-issue miniseries of Nomad from the 90s, it's very 90s, but it is like actually very good. He comes across this woman that's a drug addict and she can't take care of her baby. And like he legitimately has no choice. He just takes it because it's going to save the baby. And then the baby like ends up being a, kind of a center for him. I mean, like I said, they go with this Lone Wolf and Cub thing. I'm not saying it's well executed. It's not the worst idea in the world. It's not well executed. I'll say that for sure. My next one is a twofer, but it's because I feel like the Hulk did this kind of stuff a lot, and I love it. So the Hulk, this.
Oh, I love that.
400. This is a classic. And then
no, it really is. It really is its own right.
it is. It's a dude. I have like 4 copies. I buy it every time I see it. But this wedding issue is so ridiculous with the Hulk and his little like hanky. And this is a die cut. So this is the other thing, like the other gimmick that they would do. So this is a die cut.
Not only is it a die cut, but we also get some sparkle on it. We get that splash page in the back.
There it is. Okay, I'm opening it the wrong way. There we go. There's the wedding party. And it's not a wraparound, but it has another poster on the back of like when the Skrulls crash the wedding.
And Mephisto, apparently.
Yes, and Mephisto. But I mean, I do legitimately like the Peter David Hulk stories a lot.
Could you imagine if Mephisto shows up all angry, being like, I never got to marry Lois Lane, so now I'm going to ruin your marriage? And it's like,
yeah.
What is happening? Like, wrong continuity?
And I was a Wolverine buyer in this era. And come on, right? Like, I mean, a 90s kid buying comics, you saw this on the shelf, and you're like, yeah.
That issue was so promising. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to learn so much about Wolverine. And we didn't. And they still made us hang on for Wolverine Origins.
My top 2 stupidest cover gimmicks are from the Protectors number 5, which has the force beam hole that goes all the way through the comic.
Wow.
So this one is still in the bag, so you can't like completely see, but like,
that's awesome.
You know,
I had forgotten about this.
So Mr. Akins gave me this, and I asked him, I was like, oh, do they use the hole in the comic, like, you know, like they use it as a part of the art or anything? He was like, no. Matter of fact, it's kind of distracting and it ruins some panels.
Would it be great to just use if every page the hole had its own meaning?
Yeah, like that could be really cool, but like you need Alan Moore for that. They weren't going to do that at Malibu.
Forceworks, are you? Yes.
This is the number one. I have yet to find a cover that is more insane than this one, because this is the 3D pop-up monstrosity.
I love it.
I found like 3 copies of this at Heroes Con, and I gifted them all. I gave them all away because anybody. I didn't know about this until like last year. I didn't even know it existed. So a lot of people I've shown are like shocked by it. I'm like, I know, it's so dumb.
I would just like to remind the audience that I was at Heroes Con and I was not a recipient of Forceworks. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Cliff.
Every time I saw him, I'm like, cheap slabs over there. That guy's got $2 books. Did you see? No. And it's like it was nice to see you, Cliff.
Cliff, the next time it's gonna be better. And it was not just you. It was not just you. I have so many like hangout regrets. People that I saw in passing.
I tried so hard to hang out. I tried to be everywhere, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
And
I was a mess
that day. Like every person I saw, I had to tell them about my aunt passing away, and which included what's his name? Oh, I can't remember. Comic whatever. And it was my first time meeting him. I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice meeting you guys. And it's like, I'm having such a discombobulated time, and then just oversharing immediately.
Oh.
And I really want to reach out to him, have him on the show as soon as I can remember who I'm talking about. You know, other than he's handsome and has glasses, but unlike you, is blonde. So there you go.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it me? But it's not me.
No.
I do want to tell Comic Book Kid, it's okay. This is what Cliff and I do.
Oh,
we do love each other.
I love you immensely, and because of I love you so much, it just manifests in bizarre, you know, resentment and jealousy. Where I'm like, why are other people spending more time with you?
I adore you, and you know that.
Yes.
I want to tell. I lost it. Hey, what's up? Comic Book Kid 101. Not a one of the books I showed is expensive at all.
No.
They're all $1 to $2 books all day long. Maybe the Wolverine might be like something with a little bit of a premium just because of him. And Dave, I got my Nightcat right behind me, buddy. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. She's right there. You know Nightcat, right, Cliff?
I am aware.
Okay. It's so stupid, and Dave and I both love it.
I figured it out, Cliff. So so Izzy asked me if I had a little time, to like mess with Streamlabs with him, right? And I said the stars have to align, and the stars did align, and I was like, we got 35 minutes, and it was disastrous. And I am like, let me tell you, I am not abandoning StreamYard for Streamlabs. I'm like, if you want to do this, fine, I'll join you in this adventure, but heavens to Megatroid, no. And so that's what this is about. I figured it out.
I have Streamlabs. I don't like it. I was not sick of you.
No one was sick of you. If anything, I would have been. The only exasperation I would have had was watching you buy everything I couldn't. That would have been my exasperation. Oh my God, B-Man. I wish I would have gotten more people to sign my shirt. Yes, absolutely.
And Rich is somebody else. Like he would wake up at the crack of dawn and go wait in lines. And by the time I was walking into the con, he'd already been there for like 6 hours. And he's like, I'm leaving, because he went there to get his signatures and stuff. So I wasn't able to see him as much. A lot of the guys from the West Coast that I saw in passing, but like just never clicked up with.
Oh, did you saw Dan though, right?
I saw Dan, yeah.
Right, because I was like, I saw Dan far more at Heroes Con than I did at Terrificon, which was like basically a local show. Like
Dan is a freaking wild man. He was, I mean, I wasn't around him like a lot, but like one night just following him around, I was just like, this guy's just kind of adventure wherever he goes, it seems like. And he's such a pleasant dude, and he's so happy. But he does just like run into wacky stuff, and he does it with like the most genuine fun attitude I've ever seen. I laughed so hard the night, like I think it was actually the night of like the dinner. So like after that, that's when I ended up wandering around with those guys for a bit.
That is funny. So like I didn't wander with him the night of the dinner, but he kept showing up in the lobby Saturday night, which is where I was hanging out with Dave. You might have.
I have the best picture of Dave holding a White Claw. It's one of my favorite things I got from the con. Another one I have is you and I at the dinner, and like, I don't know, I'm just kind of nestled, like, because you're a very tall man and I am not, so like
I'm big and fluffy.
It's just we look very happy together, so
we do.
I like that picture. We had a good time.
Look at this bastard. I'm still debating to do Baltimore this year.
I'm trying to figure out how to put new siding on my house and go back to Heroes Con next year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of like
Baltimore.
teaching at night shit you're gonna have to pull off. You're like, I've been teaching GED classes at night 3 days a week.
I can't even sign up for any of the, like, we need someone to do Spell Bowl. It's once a week. I'm like, I don't know. That's once a week.
You get paid?
No, the stipends. No, the stipends are terrible. Like, if you want to make money for that kind of thing in education, you have to be a coach. And that's not one night a week. That's, but even like committing to something that's one night a week with competitions is like it's a big time sink. It's more than you think, because you've got to be places. And on the weekends, I like to be places for myself, not driving around to do things. So that's the trade-off though. Like, I will make less money to have more time. Almost always.
I mean, all true. I mean, I still don't know how to do anything. Come
Yeah,
to Orlando next year. Oh,
when what's Orlando got? They have
I
a big.
think they have a MegaCon there.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What?
Oh, well, no, everything went black on my end, and I see you again. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep, it is
Everything
MegaCon.
looked just fine. Yeah, MegaCon.
So,
I've heard of MegaCon.
Bueller speaks highly of MegaCon, but again, he loves the social. From what he told me, Travis said he loves the social aspect of it. He's really into that. I love the social aspect of cons, but I also want to shop because
Yes.
I have buying compulsion issues.
But also, you're making the trip for that. Like that was the thing. Like, I don't know, man. Heroes Con felt like it ruined every other convention I've ever been to. I'm just why would I?
I want you to know, Terrificon was still terrific. Okay,
I'm sure it seems comparable. It does.
Well, and that's the thing, because it's not as big, but there's a whole bunch of people to hang out with, and you're in a goddamn casino, so it sets a different standard for itself.
Yeah, I'm not a casino guy. I don't like gambling.
You say that now, but then you walk past your very first Lord of the Rings slot machine, and then you'll have a feeling.
Oh shit! You know me so well. Like, well, my precious, let's roll.
Like, Cliff, how does this work? I was like, well, we could do an 88-cent bet, and like that's not so bad. You know,
do I put my credit card right in, or like do I need my routing number?
It's all cash. You got to do cash.
That's a joke.
You need a day alone just to hang out with the community. You always need a day alone to hang out with the community. Yeah, great.
Well, when did you like Heroes? I got there on Thursday.
We also got there on Thursday.
Okay.
I mean, we were decrepit, but we were there on Thursday.
Yeah. It was. Did you stop overnight or did you do a straight through?
No, it was straight through. They were great drivers, Izzy and Cuppy, Will, and then I don't know. They like just decided to just take pity on me, right?
Yeah.
Because on the way back, because after I was like, well, my aunt passed away, they were like, all right, you know, we're just gonna drive, you know. So no, they were wonderful, but yeah, it was just straight through driving.
Yeah, it was a long drive. It was a long drive for us. We had to take an alternate route because of that road that washed out. So we ended up going like a long way through Ohio and West Virginia, but I don't think it really added much time. Just
no,
more,
you guys had to take that thing because there was that whole storm situation, right. and Matt had to go around crazy stuff.
Well,
Dan!
Hey, Eric from SideQuest, like he didn't know about the road closure because he left before like it was all over the news and everything, and so then they were part of the reroute. So even though they left before we did, he got there after. Yeah, you should go, Kate. We'll have a blast.
Yeah, Kate. You know, and every it's like everyone's there, and there's like 400 guests, so you can really lose your mind. It
was crazy. I mean, I didn't even go. Like, I did not even flip through books at every booth. And I was out on the floor pretty much the whole time the show was open on Friday and Saturday and most of Sunday, at least up until about noon or 1, and then I was done. It really was hard. God, you need good shoes for that. That's something that like I want to keep in mind for next year. My feet were killing me being on that concrete floor.
Yeah, what were you wearing? Like what? That was like.
I was wearing my tennis shoes.
No, that was all tennis shoes, boat shoes. Throw them the fuck out. That is not that's not Comic-Con shoes. All right.
What do I need?
Look, must get your slip on with the built-in shoe. Okay. That's a Comic-Con shoe, baby. That's a Comic-Con shoe.
I mean, but my Adidas, like my high tops are like, they're like cushiony boots. Like I love those shoes. They're soft. They're comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, I need some. I need something. I need something because my feet were killing me. But you know what? I have arthritis because I'm old.
You're only
Old
48,
before my.
and your
I'm
hair,
old before my time.
Yeah,
So is yours.
Yeah, I know, but I'm 47. We're doing great. We're doing great.
We're doing great.
Don't put words like arthritis out into the universe. You know,
I have it. It's a legitimate thing. Like I've had it for years. It's
But
genetic.
you have it in your back?
No, my feet, and my hands.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
no! You know what happened to my friend Steve at the comic shop?
Oh, do I want to know?
Well, yeah, he like, no, you don't want to know. But anyhow, he got his feet were bothering him. It turned out the hospital kept him overnight because he had an infection. And then they were like, yeah, you need to stay home away from work for 2 weeks.
Oh, well, I hope that happens to me. I'd love to stay home a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's like, nope, it's mandatory by the doctor.
Sorry, I have to. They told me I can't come teach the kids, and that's what I really want to do.
Rod, are you 48 in October? God bless. Welcome to that
Into
club.
all of us.
I'm 48 January 1st.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get two escorts. I'm just gonna be
what? You know what? You've earned it. And Big Nasty here, he's helping you out.
He is.
He's gonna help with that tip.
He is. Thank you for that, Big Nasty. Here we go.
I love it so much. Oh, endless joy.
Right? It does. They do the job. They do the job.
It's great.
Because somebody has to.
Fun show.
I am so glad. All right. But with that, I mean, like, I guess we're at wrap up time.
Okay.
It's at 1 hour and 36 minutes.
What are you gonna do? We had a good time.
We had such a. And
now
I'm.
But yeah, if I wasn't so tired, right? I'd be like, no, let's grab a short box and go through it. But
I have two. I have my 2 short boxes that I filled. The first 2 that I haven't looked at yet. We could do a whole thing, but like, the energy is gone. I have those Speedos right on.
You better bring those to Heroes next year.
I know.
Oh man, Rich is killing me.
Come meet me at the pool.
Well, the freaking Weston doesn't have a pool. I was just like,
how
crestfallen. What is that?
Listen, the freaking Weston was like pissing people off. No pool, and then the other one was like, oh no, we don't do cash here, and that pissed off Phil. And Phil was like, no, screw this place.
It was fine. It was just like, I thought for somewhere so fancy, there should have been something. There should have been something. So I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to stay next year. I know that's where everybody stays, but if there's somewhere with a pool, Kate is right. Speedos and White Claws mandatory, because Dope was planning to have like late night hot tub White Claw party, and there was no hot tub. So our plans were shot.
I think that like one of the hotels nearby does have the pool.
See, so, well, that's where we all need to go.
I mean, I don't, because like I'm not even a pool person, but I don't know. I am tempted to stay at the Westin because although it was an overpriced buffet breakfast, I did enjoy the buffet breakfast. And then when I realized I could raid the refrigerator of soda, I was like, oh well, I'm gonna make everybody's money back on this.
It was a good breakfast. It was too much, but it was like, it's like you paid too much, but at least it wasn't like where you go somewhere and you pay too much and it's awful.
No,
it was a good breakfast.
I have a local place where you pay too much, but it is fabulous. There are outlet stations, 2 carving stations, miniature, what do you call it? I don't know. All the little delights that you would find at a tea party are there. I did my 40th birthday at this place, and I'm born January 1st, so they do buffets every Sunday, or sorry, not buffet, brunch every Sunday, but they always do brunch on January 1st, right?
Oh, cool.
So when I went to book a party, they're like, "Oh no, we always do brunch January 1st." I'm like, "I am a New Year's baby," and they're like, "Oh, that's so wonderful. Let's plan." And I'm like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh my God, does my package include a cake?" And they're like, "Oh, we'll find out." And then the manager comes out and he gives me a speech about how special my day is and how I need a cake. And I'm like, I don't need the speech. I just need to hear I'm getting a cake. Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, I got a speech, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting a speech. I was like, oh, I was like, is this how rich people are treated? Is this what happens?
Right.
And like, listen, I loved it because I think I paid like $1,200 for 26 people for my 40th birthday.
Okay.
That was great. I was making good money that year. I remember that. No, wait, no, I didn't even pay $1,200. No. I paid $9.84. Oh, right.
Do you remember what that breakfast buffet was at the Westin? Was it like $30?
Oh no, it was 30 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ate those goddamn Maple Leaf sausages like there was no freaking tomorrow. No tomorrow.
Their biscuits and gravy was like, it was like fancy, but it was good. So
yeah.
It was. Also, I had a lot of biscuits and gravy.
I found out that there's different biscuit people. I'm a splitter. I split the biscuit.
Yeah, I'm a splitter.
Right, but there were these people there who were just dumping the gravy directly on top.
Yep.
And apparently that's a thing too. And don't think that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it, and I just dunked it right on top. And I was like, it's not the same.
No, you need more surface area for your gravy, and you need the different texture of the inside. You are a man of culture, Cliff. You get it. These dumpers, they don't. And then there's the other group of people that will take their biscuit and tear it into little pieces and then put the gravy on top of that. And that's wrong too, because that gets too soggy too quick.
But what I could see? I could see breaking it up into pieces and dunking them in the gravy and eating it. I'm with that. I could see that.
Okay.
I have a vision quest with that one. I could see this.
So, okay, the thing with the breakfast and with the hotel, you just have to decide that's what I'm spending. Because if you go to a restaurant somewhere down the way, you're going to pay like something close to that anyway, and you're going to have to walk away and whatever else. So like, it was just worth it to say, okay, feeding myself breakfast in the morning and getting myself to like, a little beyond midday, because you could stuff yourself. But yeah, it's going to cost you $100 to feed yourself just breakfast. Also,
just stop at a Walmart on the way in and pick up stuff that'll fit in the refrigerator. Go grab yourself the yogurts, the stick cheese, whatever it takes.
I had a cooler. I had lunch meat and sandwiches and chips. Like I had stocked up at the grocery store.
The refrigerator in the room does the job, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I just, like I said, I brought a cooler and I just used the ice machine to refill it with ice. It worked fine. That my refrigerator was literally packed with White Claws. I'm not exaggerating.
I can't, that's not something I can't identify with that.
I know.
I don't identify with white girl wasted.
I'm just saying that the white girls aren't wrong. It'll get you there.
Libre and
hey, I love a good. I've got a $70 scotch downstairs that I want to drink. I'm not going to drink it tonight because I've got these cocktails going. I'm not saying I don't enjoy good liquor. I'm just saying I'm afraid to go to McDonald's every now and again, man.
No, because
every meal doesn't have to be a steak. Sometimes I just eat a bag of marshmallows.
When I'm in vacation mode, I'm like, why shouldn't I just eat fabulous food? It's not like I do this every day.
Right? I can justify anything.
And then I'm like, wait, $76 steak or $76 for that slab I want? And You know, I enjoy Scotch. Yeah. There's a lot of Scotch drinkers. It really is.
Yeah,
It really is.
I really enjoy a good Scotch, man.
If I have a Scotch night, Dan, you're in, baby. You're in. I don't know how we're going to talk about comics while we're all sipping on a Scotch, but I'll figure it out.
Oh, I could. I want to come back for that one. I want to be on that.
Or like every comic book character that we have to talk about, we have to talk about their drinking habits.
Okay. I mean, you could, you know.
We'll start with John Constantine and keep working through.
Yeah. Tony Stark. Talk about Bruce Wayne being a teetotaler. Talk about Supergirl going to a different planet so that she could feel the effects of alcohol.
Yeah, but that's only one. We only know one movie about that. Although there was that whole thing with the Flash on his TV show where it's like, oh, we made this super liquor for you.
Yeah. That was cute.
It was cute. That show could do cute things once in a while and not be terrible.
Did you see Kate? Kate says ramen and slab. She's not spending money on food. Girls got priorities. I love it.
You know what? And I applaud that shit because you better believe there was a whole lot of yogurt in that Airbnb, in that refrigerator. You know, but twice someone paid for my breakfast. I'm not going to ignore people paying for my breakfast. I'm going to show the fuck up. And I did.
Yeah.
And I did. And at one point, I abandoned my travel mates for the food because we were having some kind of situation with the parking lot. And I was like, nope, I'm leaving. And I grabbed my bag and I just started running to the Westin. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm coming, baby.
Oh, he was so good to us.
He was. I like all this. All right. I really do have to go to bed, unfortunately.
Okay. I hear you.
And no, I'm with you. Like, it was just such a long day, and now it's just like it's happening. All right. Thank you for being here. Is there anything you want to share? We know we can find you Sundays. Who's the guest for the Hangover this week?
I think you know the guest this Sunday. A little guy named John's Comics with Friends. Who Cliff, I haven't made the thumbnail for, so I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning.
I love that for us. I will
set an alarm on my phone. And then Tuesday, FOMO Squad, 8 p.m. And that's what I got right now. So
that's so fun.
It is fun.
I wonder if you'll ever invite me before you can't invite me because I end up becoming Izzy's partner on a new show.
What? You're going to be on a new show?
Yes.
I will invite you. Let me look at our schedule. Okay. You want to come to it? Do you want to come to a Tuesday?
Yes.
You know, we drink the White Claws. You don't have to drink the White Claws.
I'm not drinking no White Claws. Y'all can drink your White Claws.
I will.
As soon as we leave the live, I'm going to tell you my White Claw story and why I can't touch it.
That's fine. I will never stop on Tuesdays and only Tuesdays. It's like it's just an ironic joke that went too far. And my wife's like, you're going to end up liking these. They're fine. They're in the fridge. Tuesday nights I drink 2. And that's it. The rest of the nights I try to do different.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, and Rich too. I'm writing down names, guys.
But yeah, find a Sunday where you invite both of us.
You want to do a Sunday?
Find a Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday. Although if you want to invite us both over for a Sunday hangover, I am willing to share with Big Nasty.
You've been on Sunday hangover, and so has
Rich.
But
I'm a thirsty bitch. So like,
no, I was gonna say I would love to have you back. I love hanging out with you, buddy.
Thank you, Dan. I love how Dan's Tales of Suspense is his thumbnail. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And freaking Mike getting that Tales of Suspense at Terrificon. Jesus.
I still haven't. I mean, I saw the thumbnail and I could tell what it was, but I still haven't watched that one. It's in my queue. That's the thing. I've had no time this week.
No, I know. I have. Well, you know what's funny? I play stuff in the background, much to the chagrin of people at work. Mm-hmm. They're like, "What is that squeaky noise?" I'm like, "I'm watching my friend's show at 1.5 speed while I'm trying to do other work."
I turn it on in the morning when I'm setting up my classroom, and I just have a watch queue where I throw them all in. But like on a week like this week, it really backs up. There's a lot of videos in my subs, so
It's
yeah,
so
it backs up quick.
all right, folks. Love you all. Love you too,
Have a
Big
good night,
Nasty.
everybody.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This has been Comics
Thanks,
and
Rich.
Cocktails. Like Christina says, spread the love. Good night, everybody.
Very much.